Hey, Shy Guy, what's good? You have to bear with me. One of my sound programs is not doing what it's supposed to be doing. And I don't know why she swallowed a fly. Usually I have the sound going even before I start the broadcast, and for whatever reason tonight, it's not liking me. Paint the town pink, purple, blue, red, yellow, white. What color are we painting it? I gotta figure out why that is. Hello, Dishy Ducky. How we doing, my friend? You guys have to bear with me 1 minute. For whatever reason, one of my programs is not running. And I don't know why. I think it's all Douche Duck's fault. That's what I think. I'm blaming Sea Chicken. All right, I guess I may have to go without a little music tonight, as much as I hate to say that. Actually, let's try one more thing. And we will see if that'll get it to open up like it should. Apologies, folks. Like I said, normally I have everything up and running beforehand. Not today. That is true. If it would stay more warm than 2 days in a row, I'd be happy. I would be very happy. We actually got wintry mix last night. So I get up this morning to go to the post office, and there's snow on the road. All right. It's not doing it. So it's not starting it up. So we will have to just go. With the basics. No, it's not working tonight for some reason, and I don't know why, Sea Chicken. Hey, Tiny, how we doing?
Just make sure that you tune in to List Wits. You're watching List Wits. If you're braving the right way, just make sure that you tune in to List Wits.
That's a good question. I'd love to know why it quit working. Now, right now it says there's only like 3 things running on my computer, which I know ain't true. That I do know ain't true. And good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Hope you guys are having a wonderful Saturday afternoon. No, I haven't updated that thing in forever, Sea Chicken, so it's kind of like it works. I think I got too much stuff running on the PC right now, which is something I have learned over the past few weeks and trying to get certain aspects of the show done and running. And you guys have to bear with me 1 minute as I forgot to adult beveragize myself tonight. So tonight we're a little behind in our setup. I think it was the fact that we were playing Friday the 13th till about 5:30ish. Or 5 o'clock, and I just didn't really work on much of anything during that time period today, so I was a little teeny tiny bit behind. So I apologize for that, ladies and gentlemen. But it is Saturday night, and that means one thing: it is Twitch night, and hopefully we'll get a good crowd in here tonight. Like I said, as you guys have heard, there are a lot of people that are planning on kind of giving up the playroom for Twitch. So you're going to see a lot of people move over if you haven't seen them do so already. Like I said, I'm one of these people. Playroom's where I'm started. I will stick with the playroom as long as I can, as long as they will have me, sort of thing. Now, whether or not that's today, tomorrow, next year, so on and so forth, that I don't know, that I can't control. But what we can't control, ladies and gentlemen, is what you guys will see tonight. And I promised a couple of viewers that I was not going to do any math tonight. Shucks. So, with that, we're going to get the little pregame up for you guys. And we will let this run while we talk about our 15 minutes of fame that we don't have right now. Just to let you guys know, next week, I may not be on next Saturday. I don't have my email in front of me, so I cannot double check. No, you're supposed to say 6863 now. Remember, Sea Chicken, that's the new word. 6863 is the new word. Just as Took. And yes, I know it stands for too cocky. I still like Took. It just sounds a little more flamboyantly debonair. It sounds a little more flamboyantly debonair to me. So I'm a little biased, and I'm just going to stick with Took for that. Speaking of which, everybody that is here, with the exception of Mark, your packages did go out today. Mark, I goofed. I put the wrong address on your mail on the package, and I got to the post office, and they said, well, they couldn't find that address. I come home, and I realized I wrote the number off by 1 for some reason. I don't know why I wrote it off by 1. but I wrote it off by one number, and it was actually the last number. So apparently Mark is the last house on his street. For those of you that don't know. No, I do not tell where he is. I keep all my addresses to myself unless I am told I can give them out, which I am never told. And if I am told, I'm going to ignore that anyway. But yeah, hopefully everybody got all their certificates starting this week. The one I know probably don't, because it's probably sitting in Mr. Kasugi's mailbox right now, is Singing Gamer. That's, for those of you that don't know, show is my Canadian Ninja Mafia. But Sea Chicken, your package is on the way to you. All days, his package is on his way to him. I'm trying to remember who else I sent one out to today. Fallen, Sea Chicken, All Day. There were 7 packages, 6 got sent, and I'm drawing a blank on the other 3. I know they did go out. So Mark, again, I apologize. Your go out some point this week, just to my screw up on the addressing on the box, which just goes to show that even the host can make mistakes on a time. Hello, Mr. C5K. Speaking of which, Lethal, I meant to ask you today, what does C5K stand for? Or I should say, what does the 5K stand for? I have a suspicion I know what the C stands for, but I am not sure. Yep, Nightbot is awake a little bit. I had something else I was going to say. So yeah, like I said, I kind of made this decision pretty much today. Is basically, yes, I am going to use Twitch more in the near future. Because I can export everything from Twitch over to YouTube. And like I said, this is still a bit of a rub off on me from last June. At some point, the Wednesday and Saturday shows are going to be getting moved back to Twitch full time. They are going to be getting moved back full time at some point, but the Playroom will still be a part of it for now. The reason I say that is, sorry, Liz, he's mean and has a sexy beard. I can't take it. Oh, that's all right. No, actually, I have to, and I'm going to say this out of huge respect to Sea Chicken. For those of you that don't know, over the past, since November, I think, Sea Chicken has probably won more prizes than anybody. I'm trying to think off the top of my head. I just sent out the ones for today. That's 2. That one got sent. That one got sent. That one got sent. And that one. Yeah, I think he's gotten like 6 prizes. I'll actually say since December. He has only kept 2 of them for himself. Everything else that Sea Chicken has got, he has given to somebody that he knows appreciates it. So I make fun of him as douche duck. He will always be my douche duck. Oh, and that is the wrong picture. Hold on. That is the wrong picture. I didn't even realize that till just now. There we go. That's the right picture. That is the right picture. I keep forgetting. I save it and then I write over it, and I might forget to make another change. All right, you want me to do it over? I can do it over. Give me 1 minute, and I will be nice, and I will do the whole thing over, even though officially you don't need it. There we go. Hello, Mr. Fallen. Oh, yeah, yours also went out today, too. Your package went out today. But, yeah, like I said, I'm giving out some props to some viewers today. I'm giving out some props to some viewers today. One is Fallen got the Viewer Order of Merit from the ABBA Awards. So he was the first one I gave some serious props to. Today, I'm giving serious props to Sea Chicken. Like I said, I'm going to say since the middle of December, Sea Chicken has gotten 6 prizes. Sea Chicken has gotten 6 prizes. He has only ever kept the 2 that I am sending him now. Hello, Miss Yoda. How are we doing, my dear? And I think he only kept those because he didn't know who wanted them. I honestly think that's the only reason Sea Chicken did not give away the 2 prizes that I'm sending to him. But yeah, everybody else's packages did go out today, like I said, with the exception of Mark. See, I knew it. I knew it. I had a hunch, Sea Chicken. Just so long as you... Let me put it this way. If you say send it to Canada, I'm like, no, I'm sending it to you. You can send it to Canada at that point. That's my only rule. Or let me rephrase that. Send it anywhere outside the borders of the United States. Then it's definitely going over to... is going to UC Chicken, and then you can send it to somebody else if they like it. But yeah, like I said, I figured that was the only reason the two items you got today were not going out to anyone. Rum and Coke? Nope. Vodka and ginger ale. Vodka and ginger ale. So I made Lethal very happy last night as I told him the Dan Aykroyd signed skull was emptied last night. So now it will be eligible to go in the vault. It will not be in the vault now. There's already one in the vault. It will be one of the next 2 to go into the vault. I do know that. And as Walrus can attest, sometimes the regular prizes definitely are vault worthy. Walrus does not have an IG account that I know of because he never posts any of the winnings that I have sent him. If you guys ever do get prizes from me, please post them on Instagram and just put a hashtag listwits in there so everybody can see what you guys win. That's really about the only thing I ever ask. I don't ask for donations, even though you can off the Twitch page or off the PayPal page. It's basically I want things to get out by word of mouth. So again, hold on. Cat. My cat is a torture animal. Get out of there. Thank you. So again, I'm thinking it's next week. Today's the 17th. Next week's the 24th. Next week I may not be on. Like I said, I am going to go over to a Twitch meetup at a local constabulary. And it runs pretty much during my normal hours. It's going to run from 6 p.m. to 1 a.m. or something like that. So I will not be on next week. The crazy random stuff like last week. Well, last week was definitely random. In fact, it was so random I can't even remember what all I did last week. I almost never remember up to the previous show. That's one reason I got to start taking photographs of who wins what, and basically put one Instagram photo of everything that got won in one episode. Hello, Mr. Kosugi. Did your package get in yet? The reason I ask is I told you there's an envelope in there that's not for you. There is one envelope in there that I need my Canadian Ninja Mafia to send to the appropriate person. But yeah, all day, your vault, I haven't seen all day on yet either. Hello, my sweetheart redhead Delve. Like I said, one of these days I'm just going to scam Whole Mighty in the back and keep you for myself. But that's me. So yeah, like I said, show your package is either on its way or coming to you, and there's one envelope in there. Okay, that's what I needed to know. Got there this week. The funny thing was, I don't know how this works, but I know Betty Boop got her package today. So basically, it takes the same amount of time to get to Canada as it gets over to the UK. Someone explain that one to me. Please, someone explain that one to me. It makes no sense to me. I do have to get Twisted's package out, Mark's package out, and then if I can sneak some stuff out tonight, or sneak some stuff out with the prizes tonight, I will do that. But I'm running out of boxes again. You guys don't know how much I spend in cardboard boxes, or I have to salvage other things that come to me in boxes to get things out like I need to do. It's one of those where it's literally, if we get a package in the mail, it's basically I am very careful not to tear it up just in case I can use it to ship out to you guys. Sometimes the boxes look battered and abused. So kind of like the one that's going to Mark this week. The box looks like it's in horrible shape, but it's like it's filled and stuffed tight, so it's packed. And I keep doing the thing tonight, and I don't know why. I don't know why I keep doing the thing tonight. Probably because, like I said, we were playing Friday the 13th up till about 5 o'clock today. And so it was like I'm kind of scrambling a little to get the shows done tonight. Speaking of the shows for tonight, right now we have the closed game will be the Cluedo game for 3 players. And the open game tonight will be the Scrabble game. Like I said when I did the start of the show, somebody begged me tonight not to do anything mathish. So I decided I'm not going to do anything mathish. Unless we get enough people to do the benchmark game. If we get enough people to show up for the benchmark game, because you guys know I've been really, really wanting to run that, we may do that. But the good news is the math is all on me in that game, not on you guys. Or I should say most of it. All you guys got to do is higher or lowers. And I lost a marker somewhere, or a pen somewhere. I threw some stuff around. Like I said, my studio right now is a total wreck in terms of getting things done. Hello, Mr. Moneymaker. How did I get on the... That's a good question. Am I on the tiles already? Because we haven't hit 15. We had not hit 15. Wow, if I'm on the tiles, that comes as a major surprise to me tonight. That really does. Because it almost never happens this early. Maybe Sony's smartening up and realizing that we are... everybody's jumping to join Twitch. That's possible. Well, I'll be honest, because it was weird, because normally it shows me on Twitch is streaming the Playroom. Yeah, I was going to say, Fallout, it looks like you're broken a little, my friend. $2, $2. Yeah, give me lots of $. Or, well, that could be because I'm not looking at the Twitch page. Hold on, let me look at the Twitch page. Nope, it did not put any emoticons up there for $2, $4, $5. But yeah, if you want to give me $2, $5, $4, I'll take $11. No problem. No, I got markers. I just couldn't find my pen. That's what I was looking for. I took it with me to the post office today and I put it down. So I kind of cheat. Tomorrow, yeah, I'll probably be on all day tomorrow. I will probably be on all day tomorrow. Pretty much anytime, depending on how late I stay up tonight. Anytime after 10:30, give or take. Because I'm pretty much Sundays, if I'm not cleaning the house. Oh, okay. Duh. It threw me because it was all spread out. It threw me because it was all spread out. brain spasm, or as Sea Chicken would just say, brain fart. One of the two, never know. But yeah, if I'm already on the tiles, I'm surprised. I really am surprised. Like I said, unless I've been on long enough for Twitch to kind of like remove me from their probationary status. That's weird though. That's weird. Plus, I don't know how many people are actually watching on the Twitch channel. Oh, because we may have already hit the, because we're already up on 17 on the Twitch channel. So that may be what did it. That may be what had done it. Brain shark, yes. Brain spasm, brain fart, brain shark. We always called them a brain fart. That's what we always called them. Was brain fart. Hello, my hostess with the mostest, Miss Bubbles.
Apparently, I can only send emotes through the TV.
Yeah, if you don't have it set up on the webpage.
Yeah.
Hey, yeah, like I said, it will be a full-time switch at some point. Like I said, I will. This is where I'm probably going to differ from everybody else. Is basically, I'm going to probably stick with the Playroom, but I'm going to stick with the Twitch streaming. No. 6863, Walrus. 6863. we got Sea Chicken start with corn instead of 6863, and Walrus giving the wrong number instead of 6863. But yeah, I'm one of these people. I kind of feel like the Playroom's treated me right for the most part. I've never been banned by Sony. I have never been hit by warnings from Sony. So the Playroom's treated me right. YouTube, on the other hand, not so much. So it's going to be Playroom Twitch, and once I get the money to put the PC down, that the Twitch will be the priority. Because like I said, I've got the OBS set up how I like it. The problem was when I did the test on the OBS on the laptop, it couldn't send a damn thing. It had me at doing 2,500 bits BPS, which was fine. And it had me doing 0 frames per second. So I was like, that doesn't quite work. And then I got the OBS overheat message. But ladies and gentlemen, it was indeed ice hockey as show guest early on. That was our simple What's My Line list today. And like I said, this is usually one of those things we'll try to start with, is something like What's My Line, acrostics or something, so I can talk, and while you guys actually have something to work on. So you guys can actually ignore everything I say for the most part, and then you guys just keep on going with the game. Yeah, 0 PBS is a picture. But yeah, I put OBS. I got OBS on the laptop, and there's like a little tag you add to your stream key when you're wanting to test it, so nobody will actually know you're streaming. And I put that little tag on, so I actually ran like 2 or 3 tests, and I let it run for about 2 or 3 minutes. And about 40 seconds into every one of them, down at the bottom of the OBS, you get the message that OBS overheat. It's basically what they call it. It's called an overheat message, which basically says, go look and see you did something wrong. And I already know what it is. It was basically, I was testing an entire show setup. So I had this screen up. I had my webcam up for me. I had the Restream IO chat on the OBS. And I think like a couple of graphic pictures. And this laptop can't push that much information all at one time. So it was kind of like, I've got to put some money away somehow. Well, I got to find a way to buy a PC. That's pretty much where it stands. So I got to find a job so I can have some pocket money for a desktop computer. And all it needs is like a capture card, some video output, wireless, and basically I don't care about DVD players or CMS or CD or DVD players. Is basically I need a dumb terminal, so to speak, that pretty much has one purpose: stream online. Not play any games, not do anything. It just needs to stream online. Or from Pantera Throne. Wait. What did I miss? Oh, the Stanley Cup is filled with the blood of its defeated foes, or from Pantera throwing it in a pool. Okay, I gotcha. See, I do read the comments. I do pay attention. It's just sometimes you guys are confusing as heck. You guys know that. All right. So with that, ladies and gentlemen, give me 1 minute as we set up for the first real game of the evening. This is the game that will get somebody a shot at the vault. The 4-letter word of the night. And what we are looking for, ladies and gentlemen, and I'm waiting for Sea Chicken to put that famous first word out there. There it is, corn. It is not corn tonight. What we are looking for, ladies and gentlemen, the funny thing is I haven't even used my pointer. I haven't even gone to the screen or so on and so forth. Ladies and gentlemen, we are looking for our 4-letter word that goes right down the center. NBA slant. Oh, is it mid-season already for the NBA? We are looking for our 4-letter word that goes right down the center. Each word complete, or each word completes the letter. Each letter completes the appropriate word going across. So, for instance, Yoda went with yarn. We'd have sway, pain, Bert, and snit. Very good 4-letter word, but not the 4-letter word we are looking for tonight. And basically what we do, guys, is we give you guys until this timer right down here hits all zeros. If you can come up with that 4-letter word. And again, there is only one valid word. Even though there are a lot of possible ones that will work, you will be getting a shot at the vault. And the vault prize has already been put off over to the side where you guys can't see it. Because we like keeping it sneaky and hidey. But all day, for instance, you just took our last 4-letter word. Which got him the Night of the Living Dead dirt collection that was signed by one of the original zombies in that movie. And like I said, sometimes you guys get vault-worthy prizes just out of winning the games. Ask Red, who got the Nolan Ryan figure, and Red sent me a message, and he basically said, dude, this could have been a vault prize. And I'm like, yeah, it could have been, but you took it before it could make it in there. Believe it or not, I think the Nolan Ryan piece was supposed to be my next vault prize. And Red won it before it could fit in there. But yeah, hey, we everything we do, we try to do is awesome. Everything we try to do is awesome, Red. We may not always succeed. Like I said, that's why you saw the little message at the start. It's like positive thinking won't always give you positive results. Negative thinking will always give you negative results. Plain and simple. We are positive. We are going to give you guys great prizes, a great game show every episode. Does it always work? Nah, doesn't quite always work. But I would say 95 times out of 100, we do get it, and it does work. Hello, Thalia. How are we doing? I hope all is well. And ladies and gentlemen, for those of you that have just joined us and never been here before, welcome to Wits. We are the one, we are the only live interactive game show that comes to you live from PlayStation twice a week, once from Twitch, ones from YouTube, although again, that will be changing down the line. Just a question of where and when. And somebody suggested to me to try Periscope, and I looked. Periscope's not going to work for me, Jelly. Periscope is not what I am working. Doing well aside from the hangover. You want to talk hangover, talk to Lethal. He claims he didn't have one this morning, but I don't believe him. Lethal claims he doesn't have a hangover this morning, but that man was downing rum chata and fireballs last night, and I don't believe him when he claims he did not have a hangover. Not Duke. The person that came out with 6863 was Duke. Now, the thing I had yet to figure out is how you got cocky out of cocky. That's the part I've been trying to figure out since you told Nerdy that today. Because like Lethal said, it was basically, I call you Took, Nerdy called you Tukali? George had the hangover, Lethal was fine. No, George doesn't drink, to my knowledge. Bryce does the drinking. Bryce does the drinking. There was something else I had to say today. So let's see again. I may not be on next Saturday. I'm not sure. I got to go double check my date. I will let you guys know. Oh, see, I didn't know that. I did not know that. Okay. So, there's a bad, I'm not going to make that bad joke. We keep everything a little more family friendly tonight. Now, if you guys want to see it when it gets adult, you guys join us Thursday night when we play Your Own Words. We basically do the List Wits After Dark show. And so far, I have not seen it. So far, I have not seen the 4-letter word. And this is one of those where I kind of have to pay attention. I pay more attention to the chat than you guys realize. Because I don't have faith in Restream's bot just yet. All right, let me make sure. I don't have complete faith in Restream's bot just yet. Because it actually did miss one day, and then the next day it caught it and it nailed it. So even if I don't respond to your guesses, do know that I am looking out for them. I am watching them. Just in case. Like I said, I gave my Restream bot a cutesy name that I liked, but it doesn't ever produce anything on the chat under that name. It always produces it under my own Twitch name for some reason. It's like, damn it, no, I gave this bot a name. So it's one thing I do have to figure out so I can get Alex Trebek in there to show up on occasion. Nice try, R2, but I used that one. No, actually I used Luau, not Liu. Let's see. Swall Pine Beat Suit. If swall is a word, that would have actually been a good one to use. That would have actually been a good one to use. So again, ladies and gentlemen, for those of you who've never been here before, welcome to List Wits, the one, the only live interactive game show that comes to you live from the Playroom every Wednesday night, every Saturday night that we don't have something planned. And on Saturday nights, we come to you live from the Twitch Central. And on Wednesday nights right now, we are still coming to you from YouTube. And like I said, the goal is we are going to push everything over on Twitch. Again, I'm one of those people that say, if all the good people leave the Playroom, then we're not going to have a good Playroom left to work with. So I refuse to surrender the Playroom just yet. They can say what they want about me. It doesn't matter. We don't talk about other streamers for the most part around here. We just basically try to put together a series of game shows that gives away prizes to each and every one of you. Like I said, what's our simple motto around here? Watch, play, win. You can't win if you don't play. You can't play if you don't watch. So it's a nice little chain. And again, speaking of winning, like I said, 6 packages did go out today. Like I said, there's Fallen, Leo, Fallen Leo, Sea Chicken all day, and a couple of others. NorCal, and I hate it when I forget who I sent stuff to. Because then it's like, did I actually send them stuff? And I was like, yeah, I know I sent them stuff. Because I made my post office person very happy today. Because if you guys have ever been in the post office, you will notice it's usually pretty empty. Well, it never seems to fail when I go to the post office. As soon as I get up to the counter, the line pours in behind me. It never fails. So I walk up to the clerk at the post office today, and she is a sweetheart for the most part. And she even said the same thing. She's like, she knows to worry when I walk in the door because I'm usually sending packages across the Atlantic or across the border, and it takes a while to put those in. And she knows, it's like, as soon as I walk in the door, by the time she's done with me, they'll have a line of about 7 or 8 people. And I go to her tonight and I said, it's all American today. Everything's staying within the borders. And she's like, thank God. And like I said, so we're getting there, we're doing them. And I get to Mark's package. It must be my superpower, Walrus, is basically to cause long lines.
That post office is always busy.
No, it's not. Trust me.
Every time I go there, it's always busy.
She's going to disagree with me, and I will guarantee you she is wrong. And so, like I said, we're in there, and I get Mark's package up, and it's like the address doesn't show up. And she's like, well, we can look for it this way. It's like, no, I probably screwed up. I'm gonna go take it back and fix it. And she's like, that's what she likes about me. She basically knows I've done this so long that I know when I screw up something. And she's like, that's why she doesn't have a problem when I come in and like bury them with packages and boxes. And I get home, and yeah, like I said, I look at my sheet, I look at my address, and I'm like, dump me, I changed it by 1 number. So it was like, yep, I gotta go fix that one. But again, ladies and gentlemen, we are looking for this magic 4-letter word. And for some reason, my timer's not moving. There we go. So you guys actually got about an extra minute and a half there. I looked down and it was still at 9 minutes. And again, what we are looking for, ladies and gentlemen, is one specific word that goes right down the center of the board every time. Each letter completes the appropriate word going across. So the first letter might have, we'll use Walrus's peen. We had swap, penny, beat, and snit. So again, if those are 4 valid words, that might have been our 4-letter word going right down the center. Peen, P-E-A-N. And like I said, we do not give you guys any hints on the 4-letter word simply because there is a limited arrangement of letters that work. Now, when I say limited, that doesn't mean there's a little limited. There's a lot of limited. And as you guys can tell, we've had mean, mink, pink, milk, Maine. What else did we have? And like I said, hopefully the Restream chat is working like it's supposed to, because that's where I have the bot for this set up. And that's one reason I do pay very, very close attention to the chat right now, because there is no guarantee that that bot is working 100%. Like I said, a couple of weeks ago, it actually missed. Somebody had gotten it with like a minute and a half. And I happened to be paying really close attention for that minute and a half. And I'm like, all right, bot, say something. And my name did not pop up. Alex Trebek's name did not pop up. It was like, okay, something's wrong. So we tested it again a little later, and it caught it. And it was like, now I am confused. Now I am totally confused. Because it is not case sensitive, to my knowledge. It's just goofy. It's just goofy. The goal is to kind of get away from Nightbot, because Nightbot should really only be for a couple of things. Nightbot should be for the in-jokes and the announcements. And at some point it may be for the random drawing giveaways if I ever get around to doing that, which is not likely. Simply because if I do that, then everybody's going to be like, well, you rigged it so so-and-so's in favor of it, and so-and-so's in favor of it. It's like, no, I have never rigged any game we've ever done. It has never been rigged. It has never been preset as to say who is going to win or lose a game. I came close once because there was one person that basically rubbed me the wrong way throughout a YouTube chat. And I'm like, nope, I'm going to behave. I'm not going to break the rules. There it is, ladies and gentlemen. Fallen getting it. After, let's see. Officially, it says 10 and a half minutes. I'm going to say after 12 minutes, because like I said, I did goof. I did goof and had the timer stopped. But the 4-letter word that we were looking for was gasp. We had swag, pain, best, and spit. And like I said, and I saw a couple that were really close. I saw gash earlier. I saw a couple that had gotten this one and this one. I saw gosh. Gosh was the other one I had seen. And it was not the 4-letter word we were looking for. This was gasp. So everybody take a deep gasp for Fallen, who takes another 4-letter word of the evening. All right. So with that, Fallen, we are going to close that out. Give me a minute as I shut that word off on the bot. He'll leave it to a fallen angel to spit. Now, when angels spit, that's rain. Now, we're not going to say what it is when it snows. All right, fallen. So with that, my friend. Now, again, we do have one change that we made to the vault because we are taking out more letters at a time. So, Fallen officially, because we're doing this where you have to clear out the row with the most numbers, we will automatically be removing for you a number from row 3. We will automatically be removing a number from row 3 for you. And the number that comes off of row 3 is the 6. The 6 will be coming off. So with that, Fallen, we need from you, my friend, a 4-digit number that you think is opening the vault tonight. Well, like I said, try it again in about 2 minutes, and I'm going to see if the bot turned off for that command. All right, Fallen. What four-digit number do you think is opening the vault tonight with a 1 in 81 times 81 is 8,000 something chance. All right, Fallen says it is 3, 5, 1, 7. Ladies and gentlemen, is the combination to the vault tonight. 3, 5, 1, 7. No, it is not 3517. So you guys know one more combination that it is not this evening at the moment. And I'm going to try one more time when I don't have anything else running to see if I can get my background music player going. I got a feeling I won't because it is buggy. As we get ready for the next list or the first list of the evening. And again, the list will get a number off the vault. The list will be getting somebody a small prize. Now, I'm going to admit I have a feeling the first list is going to be incredibly easy. I have a feeling the first list is going to be incredibly easy. And if it takes more than a couple of minutes, I'm going to be very, very shocked. And this list is kind of Lethal's fault, just to let you guys know. No, it is not things found in Lethal Land. Lethal cracked a joke yesterday while we were online. And he basically says something about, I'm an old fogey. And it's like, yes, I know I'm an old fogey. So he said, you needed something to make the millennials happy. And I got to thinking about it. And I'm like, okay, I'll come up with something really, really quick. So I literally put this list together. I want to say about 20 minutes before I did the show. It is a little bit different. It's a little bit oddball-y. Okay. But for this first list of the evening, I went with something that's a little more modern. I went for something that was a little more modern, but it's still a little old at the same time. For this list, I decided to go with something a little pop culture-y. It was basically, we are looking for the names of various stars who have been a judge on America's Got Talent. So that's exactly what we are looking for this one. So again, this is Lethal's fault. This list is exactly Lethal's fault. And Howie Mandel is not up there. Lethal going with Mel B. George Lopez not there. Jennifer not there. Simon Cowell not there. Sharon Osbourne not there. Paula Abdul not there. I don't know who does. Like I said, that's why I said if you guys want to yell at anybody, yell at Lethal. He basically told me come up with something that's a little more modern. And I'm like, all right, I'm going to make him pay for asking this. I'm going to make him pay for asking for this one. And I know why he did this was so he could actually get some of the list ones. I know that's exactly why he did it, was so he could get some of these. So, like I said, this was one of those lists that was, let's just see how well Lethal can do. Let's see how well Lethal can do with something a little more modern pop culture. So again, these are stars who have been a judge on America's Got Talent. That's all we are looking for. First I thought about doing like all of the Got Talent ones. And I was like, I wasn't comfortable doing all of them. Like X Factor, Britain's Got Talent, American Idol. I wasn't quite comfortable doing all of them. So I figured, all right, you're going to pay for this, Lethal. This is all on you, my friend. All right, so you guys pretty much got 4 of the more common ones. I'm going to say you guys got 4 of the common ones. The other 6, maybe, maybe not. We'll see. Nope, Trump has never been on it. At least not as a judge. Was Demi on that one? I don't remember Demi Lovato being on there. I really don't. So like I said, Lethal, this is on you. When they start yelling about who's on here or who's not on here, Lethal can raise his hand and say, I'm at fault. So yeah, like I said, this was one of those, it was one of those goofy ideas that was basically, what can I do that's modern culture-ish, and not wordplay, not something that involves a little more historical knowledge. Nick has never been a judge. He's only been the host. Tyra has only been the host or the presenter. And for those of you that don't know, Regis Philbin was actually the first presenter of the first season. So again, that is specifically what we are looking for. It feels weird not having my game show music in the background. It really does. While we're waiting, we're going to try this one more time and figure out why this thing is not starting. There it goes. It was being a pain in the butt is what it was being. Nope, DJ almost made my list. DJ almost made my list. Jinxie getting Seal. All right, come on, music, play. Fallen getting Neil Patrick Harris. And it's just not wanting to play the music for some reason. I'm with you, show. No one of any importance. Who's my number 10? Okay. I had to look and see who my number 10 was. Although I will admit, I got two on here that I'm a fan of. I'm a fan of Seals, and I'm a big fan of number 5. Does Canada have a talent show? I think they actually do. Fallen taking Marlon Wayans. So like I said, I did not expect this list to last long. Oh wait, somebody got number 3. Who got number 3? It didn't erase. Jinxie got number 3. All right, there we go. And Reba McIntyre. So like I said, for those of you that don't like that list, you guys can blame Lethal. He basically said I had to do something more pop culture-y for you younger people. And it was like, okay. So again, Lethal just brings the big bullseye, like right from top to bottom, and we'll let them take pot shots at you tonight. Just to say we can do it. All right, bear with me, folks. And like I said, that's another reason I don't like doing pop culture, is because if you pick something a little more obscure out of modern pop culture, they're going to be like, who the H is that? But if you go with everybody as common, it's like basically a list will just disappear like that one did. 7 minutes. So I said 9. It went 7. Might have gone a little more than 7. Simply because I had the timer paused a couple of times during that. All right, so with that, let's see what we got. We got Lethal with 2, Jinxie with 3, Fallen with 2, Mark, Talia, and Tiny with 1 each. So, as always, we start with the player that's got the most, and that is Jinxie tonight. And we are going to work our way from top to bottom and see if Oh, hold on. I got to make sure I do this. And see if Jinxie's seal of approval is a prize winner. It is not the prize winning slot. It is not the vault slot. All right. Then we turn to Jinxie again for Michael Bublé. Or is it Bublé? I forget. Michael Bublé. That's what I always call him. It is not Michael Bublé. All right. I should do both the lethals at once just because this was his topic of choice or his topic. And we're going to start with Howard Stern. Now, the scary part is the kids know who Howard Stern is. And he's older than I am. It is not Howard Stern for lethal. And then we turn our attention to Neil Patrick Harris. Is Neil Patrick Harris for Fallen a winning slot? Oh, Fallen getting another shot at the vault tonight. So Fallen will be getting 2 shots at the vault. And with that, Fallen, we got to go check and see if Marlon Wayans is your other slot, and it is not. So the small prize not going to Fallen. And we work our way from the singles. Jinxie had 3. Is she 0 for 3? Oh, Jinxie 0 for 3 tonight on the list. How about Mel B for Lethal? Oh, see, look at that. Lethal gets one on a list. He gets a small. So it is Lethal with the small tonight. Fallen with the second chance at the vault this evening. I should have done like all of them together because it's like one big C5K household. Just to say, okay, is it man or woman? All right, so with that, let's go take care of, because I don't have the treasure chest open yet. All right, now, Fallen, you actually have to pick one of the rows because all the rows have the same number of numbers left on the board. Yeah, Lethal said I can have it. No, I didn't see Lethal say that you could have that one, Yoda. That I didn't see. So, Lethal, of the 4 rows, which would you like me to pull an incorrect number from? All right, we are going to take one off the green row. And bear with me 1 minute. And with that, Fallen, coming off the green row is the number 9. All right, Fallen, same thing as last time. Rough odds, but it is doable. Just ask Fatality before he changes his answers. So, Fallen, we need a 4-digit number you think is opening the vault. All right, Fallen going to go with 1, 5, 8, 2. Ladies and gentlemen, is the combination to the vault tonight 1, 5, 8, 2. No, it is not 1582, which means the vault is still closed for a little bit longer. But there will be more chances to open that up tonight. And bear with me, Lethal, as I go get the treasure chest open, because I did not open those today. All right, so bear with me, guys. Now, the scary part is going to be he wins something, his kids will like, I want this. It's like, nope, I already promised it to Yoda. All right, so bear with me, folks, as we wait for the treasure chest to pop open. It does take a second because of the way the software is set up. No more. They're driving him crazy. That's what kids are supposed to do, Dad. That's what kids are supposed to do. Mark, I did see you in here. I did not get your package out today. I goofed when I wrote your address on the box. And the post office basically said, post office and I said, all right, we'll take care of it Monday. So I'm going to try to get your package sent out Monday. Just to let you know. All right, Lethal. With that, I need a number from you between 1 and 151. What happens if you open the ball? Fireworks actually go off on screen. Fireworks go off on screen if you actually open the vault. All right, Lethal going to go with number 21. And with that, Lethal is getting the Thunderbirds DVD. Bear with me 1 minute. I know exactly where they are. I just got to get to the right one. For those of you that don't know, Thunderbirds was one of the very, very first marionette TV shows that was out there. And with that, let's get the light on. There we go. Jerry Robert Anderson's Thunderbirds Are Go. This was actually one of the very first shows to actually use puppet marionettes for characters. And for those of you that are Thunderbirds fans, there are actually more Thunderbird prizes back here. It's one of those things, if I actually see Thunderbird stuff, I will make an offer for them to get them. But it is so few and far between when I get them. So that will be going to Yoda/Lethal. And I'm trying to remember which episodes are on this. I'm trying to remember which season this is. Or if this was the straight movie version. Because it is still wrapped, so this was their first full-length film. This was their first full-length film. Ta-da! So that will be going out. In this case, it will be going out to Mrs. Yoda. And bear with me as I take some papers and put some names on there. And we put that in our to-go post office box, which is right here. So officially, I only have 2 things in my to-go, 3 official things in my to-go post office box right now. 3 is a little number. 3 is a very little number. We don't like 3. We don't like 3 at all. So, with that, ladies and gentlemen, we are going to be doing the first of our larger games tonight. And to do our large game tonight, I had to think about this. I had to think about how I was going to give out the slots for the large games. So what I decided was I'm going to hit my resources of information. I'm going to pull out one question. I haven't decided which one I'm pulling this from. Well, yeah, I kind of did. And basically, the first 3 correct answers for this question will qualify for the first of the closed game of the evening. So bear with me as I go get my question. Gotta make sure I get the right one. And I will tell you the toss-up questions for these are very easy. The toss-up questions are typically very easy. Okay? Except for this one. This one might throw you guys. All right, so here is the toss-up question. In the game of baseball, not boxing, not football, what is an iron mic? In the game of baseball, what is an iron mic? So it's a simple toss-up question. And the reason I say it's as simple is because this actually came from a junior trivia set. So this will be very interesting. This is a game that's actually a question that is given to kids like 10 to 14. In the game of baseball, what is an iron mic? All right, I see a guess from Jinxie. I see a guess from Show. And yet, I'm not going to say who's right or wrong till I get 3 correct answers. In the game of baseball, what is an iron mic? Actually, I should do 3 questions. Each correct one is qualifier. That's how I should do this. And I will tell you right now, the first person that is qualified for the closed game tonight, is Mrs. Jinxie. Mrs. Jinxie is in. An iron mic is the pitching machine that is used in batting practice. All right, so Jinxie is player number 1. Question number 2. In which story would you find the line, I'm late for a very important date? So, Jinxie, you don't have to answer. You're already in. In which story would you find the line, I'm late for a very important date? Not Cinderella. Yoda is in first. It is Alice in Wonderland. It is Alice in Wonderland. So Yoda is in second. So it is Jinxie and Yoda at the moment. And question number 3. Oh, God, this is easy. In the Bible, who baptized Jesus? In the King James Bible, who baptized Jesus? So again, Jinxie and Yoda are in. This will be the 3rd slot. Psychotic Ninja is in. It is John or John the Baptist. Those are the 3 questions that get you qualified for the Cluedo game. All right, so it will be Jinxie. It will be Yoda. And it will be Psychotic Ninja. Hey, Furry, what's good, my friend? How are things, my dear? All right, now for the Cluedo game. This is actually a game of multiple choice. Okay? And all you have to figure out is who committed the murder, where, and with what. Okay? We're going to ask you a series of trivia questions, and it says on a specific topic, but I've gotten away with that. So it's literally a series of trivia questions. Each of the three players must choose a room, suspect, or weapon answer. Okay? And basically what that means is the first person to give me an answer of the multiple choice, that answer is locked into them. The second answer is locked into the second player. The third answer is locked into the third player. So you may know that player number one has got it right, but you still have to pick one of the other two just in case they are not there. Okay? Once we reveal the correct answer, it will reveal one of the three categories: suspect, weapon, or room. You pick one of the 6 choices from that category. So, for instance, and I'll give you the last example we used. The last example I did of this involved comic book heroes. So the suspects were Batman killed somebody, Superman killed somebody, Wonder Woman, Green Lantern, Flash, and I think Shazam was the 6th one. So if the correct answer reveals the suspects, whoever got it right will be able to choose one of the suspects. If we've already removed that category from the board, in other words, all six of those have been taken off, then you automatically get the first choice in the next question. Okay? After you make your pick, we'll reveal the card or what's behind the card. It will either be points or a Cluedo. If you get the Cluedo, you've solved one part of the murder mystery and you score 200 points times the current multiplier. The multiplier is basically the Cluedo that we're on. So the first Cluedo is worth 200, the second Cluedo is worth 400, the last Cluedo is worth 600. If your choice is wrong, you get the points behind the incorrect choice multiplied by the multiplier. So until the first Cluedo is revealed, the points are worth exactly what you see on the board. If a Cluedo has been revealed, all points are worth times 2. And then up to the last Cluedo is worth the third times 3. So with that, we got Jinxie, Yoda, and Psychotic. And we're going to show you guys what we have. All right, so right now, the 6 suspects in this game are Nerdy Effect, LBM Chick, King Norcal, Fluffy Uppikins, Dr. Jekyll, and Lethal. One of those 6 is our murderer. The weapon they used was either poison vodka, a guitar, a garrote, a lead pipe, the Waz. For those of you that don't know what the Waz is, you need to check out Dr. Jekyll, or the sword. In the room of choice, the murder occurred either in George's Toy Box, the Soundstage, the Western Dungeon, the Nerd Hole, the Disco Club, or the Museum Foyer. All right? So those are your 6 people, your 6 weapons, your 6 locations. So with that, Jinxie, Yoda, and Psychotic, here is your first question. The first of these ever to appear in a newspaper was for the divine right of church government in the 17th century. Okay? So that's your question. The first of these ever to appear in a newspaper was for divine right of church government in the 17th century. Was it an advertisement, a weekly serial, or a letter to the editor? So this is between Jinxie, Yoda, and Psychotic. One of those 3 is the correct answer. The first of these ever to appear in a newspaper was for divine right of church government in the 17th century. Was it an advertisement? Was it a weekly serial? Or was it a letter to the editor? All right, Psychotic says it's letter to the editor. So Yoda and Jinxie, your choices are advertisement or weekly serial. And Yoda says it's an advertisement, which means Jinxie gets weekly cereal. So, was it, as Psychotic said, a letter to the editor? It was not a letter to the editor. Yoda says it was an advertisement. Was it an advertisement? It was. The first ever advertisement to appear in a newspaper was for the divine right of church government, which means Yoda, you will have first choice of the room that the murder took place in. So Yoda, did the murder take place in George's Toy Box? Did it take place on LBM's soundstage? Did it take place in King Norcal's Western Dungeon? Did it take place in Nerdy's Nerd Hole? Did it happen in Fluffy's Disco Club? Or did it happen in the museum foyer where Dr. Jekyll is working? So Yoda, it is one of those 6. If you get the Cluedo, it's 100 points. Or 200 points, I'm sorry. If it is one of the scores, you get that amount of a score. So Yoda, which of those 6 do you believe it is the murder took place in? All right, Yoda says it took place in the museum foyer. Did the murder take place in the museum foyer? Oh, look at that, ladies and gentlemen. It did take place in the foyer. And that means Yoda is on the board with 200 points. Now, that does not mean anybody is out of the game. Officially, because the Cluedo has been found, all point values that appear on the screen are now doubled. Okay? So all point values on the screen are now officially doubled. Now, there are some questions in here that are still room questions, which is where you guys are going to want those big score numbers because you automatically get ×2. So with that, ladies and gentlemen, the next question for you 3 is, who is the uncredited person who plays the Invisible Man in Abbott and Costello Meet Frankenstein? Who is the uncredited person who plays the Invisible Man in Abbott and Costello Meet Frankenstein? Was it Vincent Price, Lon Chaney, or Bela Lugosi? Who is the uncredited person who plays the Invisible Man in Abbott and Costello Meets Frankenstein? All right, I got to mark off one Cluedo. So again, this is for Jinxie, Yoda, and Psychotic. Who is the uncredited person who plays the Invisible Man in Abbott and Costello Meet Frankenstein? All right, Psychotic says it's Lon Chaney. That means Yoda and Jinxie. You have Vincent Price or Bela Lugosi? Jinxie says it's Bela Lugosi, and that leaves Yoda with Vincent Price. All right, we start with Psychotic because we got this guess in first. Was it Lon Chaney? It was not Lon Chaney. Jinxie says it is Bela Lugosi, who played the original Invisible Man in the movies. Is it Lugosi? No, it's Vincent Price. He only has like one scene at the very end of the movie, and he basically laughs at Abbott, and Abbott goes diving off into the water. It was Vincent Price. Which means Yoda, You get to choose. Oh, look at this. It's another room category. So no matter what this is, Yoda, it is worth times 2 the points. So this is a point question for you. So Yoda, which of these locations would you like the point value of? And again, it is totally random in order of like room, weapon, suspect. I do not preset it. I let the computer pretty much do it all on its own. So again, Yoda, you have to pick one of these 5, even though we already know where the murder took place is in the foyer. But there are points that you want to still build up your points because the game ends when the third Cluedo is actually found. Yeah, actually, I think that was in the Cash Cab game. That was actually in the Cash Cab game. That question kind of popped up. All right, Yoda says, George's Toy Box, which gets her times 2 is 60 points. So Yoda at 260. And we reset the board. All right, for you 3, the next question is, the Bible mentions that Noah used this form of petroleum in building the ark. The Bible mentions that Noah used this form of petroleum in building the ark. And your 3 choices are slag, pitch, or asphalt. The Bible mentions that Noah used this form of petroleum in building the ark. Was it slag, pitch, or asphalt? So that is what we are looking for. All right, Psycho going with slag, Yoda going with pitch, and that means Jinxie gets asphalt. Is it slag? Oh, it is not slag. Psychotic, you're getting in there fast, which is what you got to do. Yoda says it is pitch. Is it pitch? It is. It is indeed pitch. And with that, Yoda, you get to choose the weapon. You get to choose the weapon. So was the murder done with poison vodka? Was it done with the guitar? Was it done with a garrote, a lead pipe, the waz, or a sword? So Yoda, again, even if you don't get it right, it's still worth double points. Jason's making you look bad. Is it poison vodka? All right, Yoda says the murder was done with LBM's guitar. Was the murder done with LBM's guitar? No, it was not, but look at that, 90 points right there. Times 2 gives you another 180, putting Yoda at 440 points. All right, so with that, we reset the board, and we ask the next question. Tell Lethal to take care of them little munchkins. What year did the first World Series telecast occur? In what year did the first World Series telecast occur? Did it occur in 1946, 1945, or 1947? And you have to put all 3 dates. Or all 4 numbers. I'm sorry. All 4 numbers. Yeah, I do follow. And the problem is I have to keep an eye out for it. Because I don't know. Well, no, I think Nightbot still has that one set up. All right. Psycho taking 1945. So Yoda and Jinxie, you have 46 or 47. Yoda taking 47. That means Jinxie with 1946. All right, we start with Psychos. 1945. Did the first World Series telecast occur in 1945? It did not. Yoda, second on the board. Did it occur in 1947? It did. The first televised World Series was 1947, which means Yoda, you were still in control, and you get to pick a suspect. So with that, Yoda, who are you accusing of murder? Is it Nerdy, LBM Chick, King NorCal, Fluffy Uffykins, Dr. Jekyll, or Lethal? So again, the Cluedo, if you get it, is worth 400. But the points are still doubled. Hey, Rick, how we doing, my friend? Sorry, I didn't say anything. I was in the middle of reading the question. And I apologize to those of you that come in. I try to get through the games faster nowadays. All right. Yoda says, King NorCal did it. Is King NorCal our murderer? No, King NorCal is not our murderer. But Yoda adding on to her score. And we clear the score out. We reset the board. And we reveal the next question. In medical folklore, if someone gave you the evil eye, you had to rub what on your naked body to cure it? In medical folklore, if someone gave you the evil eye, you had to rub what on your naked body to cure it? And your three choices are raw meat, garlic, or egg. In medical folklore, if someone gave you the evil eye, you had to rub what on your naked body to cure yourself? Was it raw meat, garlic, or eggs? All right, Psycho in with raw meat. Yoda in with garlic, and that means Jinxie gets the egg. Psycho, is it raw meat? Oh, it's not raw meat. Yoda said it was garlic. Was it garlic? It was not. Jinxie, with the third and remaining choice, gets it with the egg. In medical folklore, if somebody gave you the evil eye, the shaman, the witch doctor, whatever, you had to rub an egg on your naked body to remove the curse. So with that, Jinxie gets to choose a weapon. All right, Jinxie. Was the murder done with the poison vodka, the garrote, the lead pipe, the waz, or the sword? Hello, Dr. Jekyll. How are you doing, my friend? And again, this is a times 2 point value if she doesn't get the Cluedo. If she gets the Cluedo, it's 400. Jinxie saying it is the poison vodka. Is it the poisoned vodka? No, it is not the poison vodka. But Jinxie on the board with 60. And we clear that out. We reset the board. And we reveal the next question. The measuring of time is based on the ancient numbering system of which of the following? The measuring of time is based on the ancient numbering system of which of the following? Was it the Phoenicians, the Egyptians, or the Sumerians? Hey, Psycho is still anybody's game right now because, again, we still got 2 Cluedos. And you got to remember, the second Cluedo is worth 400, which puts you right back in there. And you get the 600 for the last Cluedo. And then whoever's got the highest score at the end after the third Cluedo is found is the winner. All right, Psycho says it's the Egyptians. So Yoda, Jinxie, you have Phoenicians and Sumerians. Yoda is saying it's the Sumerians, and that leaves Jinxie with the Phoenicians. So we start with Psycho. Was it the Egyptians? It was not the Egyptians. Yoda says it's the Sumerians. Was it the Sumerians? It was. The measurement of time was based on Sumerian number system. I don't remember why. I honestly don't remember why, because I've had this question on file for so long. So with that, Yoda, you get to choose the next suspect. So Yoda, of the 5 remaining suspects, who is our murderer? Is it Nerdy? Is it LBM Chick? Is it Fluffy, Dr. Jekyll, or Lethal? Because the Sumerians had Conan. Time to get to the chopper. Or no, time to get to the chariot. All right, Yoda says it is Fluffy that is our murderess. Is it Fluffy Uffigans? No, it is not, but another 180 puts Yoda at 800. Yoda in harsh control of the board at the moment. But like I said, it can change on 2 questions. There's 1,000 points just sitting out there with 2 Cluedos. All right, ladies and gentlemen, the next clue is, for several years, this man was the only surgeon authorized by the FDA to implant artificial hearts. Pardon me. For several years, he was the only surgeon authorized by the FDA to implant artificial hearts. Was it Ben Lawton, William DeVries, or Robert Berger? Ben Lawton, William DeVries, or Robert Berger? I knew somebody was going to say Dr. Jekyll. I knew somebody was. For several years, this was the only surgeon authorized by the FDA to implant artificial hearts. Was it Ben Lawton, William DeVries, or Robert Berger? Yoda says it is Robert Berger. Jinxie goes with William DeVries, and that leaves Psycho with Ben Lawton. Was it Robert Berger? It was not Robert Berger. Jinxie went with William DeVries. Was it William DeVries? It was. When artificial hearts were first around, he was the only one that, according to the FDA, could do it legally. All right. So with that, Jinxie gets to choose the weapon. All right, Jinxie. Which weapon was used for the murder? Was it the garrote, the lead pipe, the waz, or the sword? All right, Jinxie says it is the garrote. Was it the garrote? No, it was not the garrote. And another 90-pointer puts Jinxie at 240 points. And we reset the board. And we go for the next question. Around 1930, Amelia Earhart was listed as the aviation editor of this magazine. Hey, Captain, what's good? Around 1930, Amelia Earhart was listed as the aviation editor of this magazine? Was it Cosmopolitan, Women's Day, or Harper's Bazaar? Around 1930, Amelia Earhart was listed as the aviation editor of this magazine. Was it Cosmopolitan, Women's Day, or Harper's Bazaar? Psycho says Cosmo. Jinxie can't take Cosmo. Psycho beat you to it. So is it Women's Day or Harper's Bazaar? Yoda taking Harper, and that means Jinxie gets Women's Day. Is it Cosmopolitan? It is. So with that, Psycho will be on the board. And Psycho, with that, you get to choose a room. All right. So you know there are only points available, Psycho. So what you're hoping for is like a big 90-pointer. You get to choose one of the 4 rooms that are remaining. So, Psycho, which one of those 4 rooms would you like to visit? All right, the Western Dungeon of King Norcal. And the Western Dungeon holds another big 90. So Psycho on the board with 180. So Psycho's hoping for like one more number score and then a Cluedo. All right, ladies and gentlemen, the next clue is on TV's Beretta. This is a TV detective. Fred was one of these birds that was owned by Beretta. Was it a cockatoo, a parrot, or a parakeet? On TV's Beretta, Fred, which was owned by Beretta, was one of these birds. Was it a cockatoo, a parrot, or a parakeet? Yoda says it's a cockatoo. Psycho says it's a parakeet. That means Jinxie gets the parrot. Is it Yoda's cockatoo? It is the cockatoo. He owned 2 cockatoos, Fred and Ethel, I think. It was Fred and Ethel. All right, so with that, Yoda, you get to choose another room. So again, this is still another times 2 pointer. So Yoda, would you like to visit LBM's Soundstage, Fluffy's Disco Club, or Nerdy's Nerd Hole? That's where the murder took place, Dr. Jekyll, was in the museum foyer. And from now on, whenever I do this game, it's going to be streamers, places from streamers, and items related to streamers, just to let you guys know. All right, Yoda says, the Nerd Hole. And the Nerd Hole gets her another 90. Wow, there's a lot of big scores on this one today. It's all done randomly, folks, just so you know. I don't know where the 30s, the 90s, the 50s, the 60s are. The scores are all set up randomly. The Cluedo locations are set up randomly. All right, the next clue is a study of Eskimos revealed only 5% of those eating a native diet had this common medical issue. A study of Eskimos revealed that only 5% that ate a native diet had this medical issue. Was it ulcers, cavities, or sinus infections? A study of Eskimos revealed that only 5% of those eating a native diet had this health issue. Was it ulcers, cavities, or sinus infections? All right, Psycho taking ulcers. And I hope you don't mind me going psycho instead of psychotic. It saves me a little bit of time speaking. Yoda says cavities. Jinxie gets sinus infections. Was it ulcers? It was not ulcers. Was it cavities? It was cavities. Only 5% of Eskimos get cavities as long as they ate a natural native diet. All right, Yoda on a roll indeed. And she now gets to choose the weapon. All right, Yoda. Was the murder done with the lead pipe, the waz, or the sword? Was the murder done with the lead pipe, the waz, or the sword? But yeah, originally I had this written up where it was going to be like a theme. For instance, we did comic book heroes one day. I had one set up for like horse racing. I think we might have done the horse racing one. And it was like everybody just preferred it when I used actual streamers. So I'm like, all right, I'm just going to stick with streamers for this. All right. Yoda says the murder was done with the waz. Was it done with the waz? No, it was not done with the waz. So we are down to two possible weapons. It's either done with the lead pipe or the sword. And the next clue is the part of the body where women wear winkle pickers. The part of the body where women wear winkle pickers. And your three choices are they on the hands, the ears, or the feet? The part of the body where the women wear winkle pickers. Hands, ears, or feet? All right, Psycho says they're on the feet. So, Jinxie and Yoda, you got hands or ears left. Yoda taking hands, that means Jinxie gets the ears. Are they worn on the feet? They are indeed worn on the feet. All right, Psycho, with that, you got this one? And we are looking for the suspect. All right, Psycho. Who do you think our murderer is? Is it Nerdy Effect, LBM Chick, Dr. Jekyll, or Lethal? And again, we still got two Cluedos still out there. So there are 1,000 points still waiting to be won. All right, Psycho says it's LBM Chick. Is LBM Chick, that sweet little dear, our murderer? No, she is not our murderer. All right, ladies and gentlemen, the next question is the 20th letter of the Greek alphabet. The 20th letter of the Greek alphabet. Is it tau, phi, or epsilon? The 20th letter of the Greek alphabet. Is it tau, phi, or epsilon? All right, Psycho says it's phi. Yoda says it's tau. That means Jinxie gets upsilon. Is it phi? It is not phi. Is it tau? It is not tau. It is Jinxie with upsilon. So Jinxie adding to her score. And we are looking for the suspects again. All right, Jinxie. Who is our murderer? Is it Nerdy, Dr. Jekyll, or Lethal? Is it Nerdy? No, it is not Nerdy. And we reset the board and reveal the next question. The record distance for a paper airplane that was thrown from a standing single position is how far? Lethal, behave yourself. That's all I'm going to say. The record distance for a paper airplane that was thrown from a standing position is how far? Is it 1.5 miles, 1.25 miles, or 1 mile? The record distance for a paper airplane that was thrown from a single position is how far? Is it 1.5 miles, 1.25 miles, or 1 mile? All right, Psycho going with 1.25. So we got 1.5 or 1 mile for Yoda and Jinxie. Let me look real quick. I'm not getting any notifications on deletions, my dear. All right, Jinxie says it is 1. That means Yoda gets 1.5. Is it 1.25 miles for Psycho? It is. The record for a paper airplane thrown from a standstill position is 1.25 miles. All right, Psycho. With that, you get to choose the weapon, and we know there's still a Cluedo out there. So, Psycho, was the murder done with the lead pipe or the sword? Was the murder done with the lead pipe or the sword? Psycho says it was done with the lead pipe. Was it the lead pipe? No, it was not. So we know where that second Cluedo is. We know where the second Cluedo is. All right, ladies and gentlemen. The next question. In 1973, the U.S. federal government printed 4.8 billion coupons for this. In 1973, the U.S. federal government printed 4.8 billion coupons for this. Did they print cheese ration coupons, gas ration coupons, or milk ration coupons? In 19... You don't need a coupon for a mustache ride, Dr. Jekyll. If I could get close to the camera, I'd give you one for free. So in 1973, the U.S. government printed 4.8 billion coupons for this. All right, Psycho says they printed milk rations. Jinxie says gas. Yoda is getting cheese. Ladies and gentlemen, is it milk rations? It is not milk rations. Is it gas rations? It is gas rations. They printed up 4.8 billion coupons that basically said you could get this much gas. So Jinxie getting the weapon choice. Jinxie getting the weapon choice. And as we know, this has to be the Cluedo, which means Jinxie scores 400 to put her at 820. And ladies and gentlemen, all points are now tripled. All points are now tripled. And we know somebody killed him in the sword in the museum foyer. And the next question is, a cyclone once carried a woman 60 feet in the air. It dropped her next to a record which had the which of the following song titles on it. A cyclone once carried a woman 60 feet in the air and dropped her next to a record which had which song title on it? Was it After the Storm, Blowing in the Wind, or Stormy Weather? A cyclone once carried a woman 60 feet, dropping her next to a record which had what song title on it? After the Storm, Blowing in the Wind, or Stormy Weather? All right, Psycho says it's Blowing in the Wind. Yoda and Jinxie got After the Storm or Yoda taking Stormy Weather, which means Jinxie gets After the Storm. Was it Blowing in the Wind? It was not Blowing in the Wind. Was it Stormy Weather? It was one of those goofy facts that I found one day or read about in one of my sources, and I just had to throw that in a question somewhere. All right, Yoda, with that, you are looking for the suspect. All right, Yoda, this is where it stands. If you can name the suspect that committed the murder, Dr. Jekyll or Lethal, you've locked the game up. Was the murder committed in the foyer with the sword by Dr. Jekyll, or was it committed by Lethal? All right, Yoda says the murder was committed by Lethal. Was it done by Lethal? No, it was not done by Lethal, which gives Yoda 90 points. Oh, so we know who the murderer is. Now we just got to get him. Oh, the next question. And I don't know how many are left on rooms. British soccer fans who started the disastrous 1985 Hazel Brussels riot were supporters of this city's team. British soccer fans who started the disastrous 85 Hazel Brussels riots were supporters of this city's team. And with that, the choices are Liverpool, Manchester City, or Manchester United. British soccer fans who started the disastrous 85 Hazel Brussels riot were supporters of this city's team? Were they fans of Liverpool, Man City, or Manchester U? Psycho says Manchester City. Jinxie says Liverpool. Yoda gets Manchester United. Were they supporters of Manchester City? They were not. Jinxie says they were fans of Liverpool. Were they fans of Liverpool? They were indeed. They were fans of Liverpool. And Jinxie, I'm going to tell you right now, this is going to be interesting. If it's a suspect question, you stole the game from Yoda on the last possible question. Is it a suspect question? Oh, it's a room question. It's a room question. All right, Jinxie. The points are the soundstage or the disco club. Which of those two would you like the points for? The disco club, which gives Jinxie 120 points. All right, so right now, Psycho's hoping the next question's a room question, and he gets it. That's what Psycho is hoping for. So, ladies and gentlemen, the next question is, although it does not have a name in the original novel, or let me say it again. Although it does not have a name in the original novel, what does Frankenstein's monster say his name is? Although it does not have a name in the original novel, what does Frankenstein's monster say his name is? Did he say his name was Adam, Frankenstein, or Victor? Dr. Frankenstein never gave him a name. In the original novel, the monster says his name is... All right, Psycho says Victor. Jinxie says it's Adam. Is it Victor? Oh, it's not Victor. The monster says his name is Adam. So Jinxie takes it. All right, so we have these same thing. It came up as a room question, which means Jinxie scores. And oh, this is triple. $270 points for Jinxie, which means it all comes down to the last question. I think this happened last time we did it. It was basically, we couldn't get back to the one that actually had it. So this is how it's going to work. Psycho, you're playing spoiler for Jinxie. If Yoda or Psycho get this question right, Yoda wins. If Jinxie gets it right, Jinxie wins. What sport did Dr. Benjamin Spock win an Olympic gold medal in during the 1924 Olympics? In what sport did Dr. Benjamin Spock win an Olympic gold medal during the 1924 Olympics? Was it swimming, high jump, or rowing? Did Dr. Benjamin Spock win a gold medal in swimming, high jump, or rowing? So this is a very, very important question. Jinxie says it's rowing. So Yoda and Psycho, you got swimming or high jump. Yoda says it's a high jump. I mean, Psycho, you've got swimming. Did Dr. Benjamin Spock win his Olympic gold medal for rowing? He did. He won it for rowing for, I think, the United States. I'm not sure. It was Dr. Benjamin Spock. Jinxie gets it. And there's only one suspect left. That's Dr. Jekyll. And ladies and gentlemen, the third and final Cluedo has been found. And with that, the winner of the Cluedo game tonight is our one and only, she's not getting any help from her husband and watching after the kids, Jinxie. Dr. Jekyll, when they're that close, Psycho, I will take either or. When they're that close, I will take either or. If I want specifics, I'll actually say something. So Dr. Jekyll killed Freddy in the museum foyer with King Norcal's sword. And I'm going to tell you guys how close this actually was. All right. Jinxie took it by 600 points. Or 560 points. Up until the last question, or the last two questions. If Psycho had gotten the first one, it was Yoda at 1250, Jinxie at 1210, and Psycho at 540. And basically, again, because the last Cluedo is worth 600, and the last question was 270 points. Before that, is basically if Psycho had managed to pull out those last two questions, he would have stolen it. But it was literally neck and neck down to all three until that next to the last question. It would have been all three down to that next to the last question. Thalia, I don't even know where the correct ones are. I do not know where the correct ones are because I don't want to accidentally goof and give anything away. So it's done totally at random. I will be honest. I thought it was going to be lethal because for whatever reason, the room and the weapon happened to be the bottom corners, and I thought the computer had not done a full randomization. So I thought it was going to be lethal did it with the sword in the museum foyer. And then I would have said lethal killed Jinxie with the sword in the museum foyer. All right. So congratulations to Miss Jinxie, who claims our first large prize of the night. And bear with me, Jinxie, as we go get the large treasure chests. All right, Jinxie, with that, my dear, we need a number between 1 and 166. We need a number between 1 and 166. And I need to find my other small notepad is what I need. But I don't know where that went. Like I said, my studio is a mess right now. So you guys have to, oh, there it is. See, I'm trying to remember, normally lethal wins everything. Normally lethal wins everything. In that household. Try to remember which ones of Jinxie won. Well, let me rephrase that. Lethal claims to win everything. I have a feeling that Jinxie gives him the answers behind the scenes. But yeah, that was like I said, I don't think I've ever done a Cluedo game that has not been close. It has not come down like the last two questions. Now, when we do the open game, spelling will count. Just to warn you guys, the open game spelling does count. All right, Dr. Jekyll giving Jinxie here his suggestion, and she is going to take it. Number 69. All right, and treasure chest number 69 for Jinxie is... Oh, that's one not there. Got to pick again. Sorry. I already know that one's gone. That went to red. 69 already went to red. I just forgot to take it out of the pile. Lethal's going to be disappointed tonight, I guess. But I didn't say that. All right, number 86 it is. 70, 80, 85. Number 86 is My Little Pony. All right, I got to find My Little Pony. I know she's over here. I'm pretty sure she's over there. She is. So Jinxie is making Sea Chicken very, very happy because Sea Chicken cannot be called a brony tonight. Jinxie is claiming the Spitfire pony. There we go. This is the My Little Pony vinyl. I was trying to see if there's anything else written about it. Nope, I don't have anything else written about this one. So that will be going to Jinxie's daughter. And we are going to put that in with our to-go box. All right, that is in our to-go box. I think that's a newer one. I think that's a newer one. I didn't look at the date. That's what I always mean to look at. I never do. Yeah, that's a newer one. 2013. That is a 2013 version. We know it's Lethal's. He has that special secret cupboard slot. All right. So with that, ladies and gentlemen, give me 1 minute as I read out beverage. And then we will get to the second list of the evening. And then we will take care of the open game for the night. Uh-oh, no more butterscotch schnapps. Damn. No more butterscotch schnapps. I'm not a happy person now. I like schnapps, for those of you that don't actually know. Yeah, it's a Funko Spitfire, Lethal. Or actually, it's marked Hasbro, but it says Funko. Because sharing is caring. Well, like I said, that's why I was giving Sea Chicken some serious props tonight. Like I said, over the past month and a half, I think Sea Chicken's won 6 prizes. He gave away 4 of them, and he couldn't give away the other 2 because he didn't know who got them. Yep, it's a Funko 2013, Lethal. It is Funko 2013. But they vault everything after a while. They vault everything after a while. All right. Now, I'm going to say that to me, list number 1 was painful. It was very, very painful. Then we had a murder case, which is also very, very painful. So, list number 2 is a little different. List number 2 for tonight is actually very different. For list number 2 of the evening, we are looking for 10 things a doctor or nurse may say during an examination. Now, I will tell you, it can be pretty much any type of examination, just to warn you. And we are looking for very specific. So, for instance, bend over and cough is not there, but cough actually is. So, Sea Chicken on the board first. So again, we are looking for 10 things a doctor or nurse will say during an examination. And again, think any medical field. So that's your 1 warning. I will tell you that once something like cough is off, there are no more and coughs. So these are 10 things a doctor or nurse may say during an examination. Yoda getting open wide. Talia getting say ah. Psycho getting deep breath or take a deep breath. Now, if I had to pick one that I had never heard, number 9 kind of surprised me. It was on my list. And I actually did not put this list together. This is one of those lists I did not actually put together. Oh, look at that. Psycho taking the one that I didn't think was going to come off. Psycho, nicely done. I will be honest, I don't ever remember hearing a doctor or nurse say relax. But according to my source, that's one of the things they will actually say. Show me the money. Talia, take it. It was close. I thought about taking just a pinch, but when Talia got the exact phrasing, I got to go with Talia's. Raider, nicely done. Follow with your eyes, Yoda. All right, so we got 2 left. Count backwards from 10, and then you will be out like a light. It's always funny because whenever they tell them to count backwards from 100, you ever notice on TV they only get to 98 and they're out? I've seen a couple that are close that I can't quite take. What does Dr. Jekyll say? Hold still, whack. That's Dr. J's cure for everything. So again, we are looking for 10 things that a doctor or nurse might say during an examination. Now, if my doctor said that's nasty, I'm going to another doctor, Talia. That's all I'm going to say. I'll give you a hint. One you might say is a lie, and one is an instruction. I'm gonna say one of them I will say is a lie. One of them I will say is an instruction. Trust me. Trust me. I'm a doctor. Damn it. I promised I was going to use that tonight, not those. There we go. Yoda. This won't hurt. This won't hurt a bit. And number 10 is an instruction. So I'm kind of giving you guys a little help on this one because like I said, this is one of my goofy lists. This is one of my goofy lists that I had pulled from a different source. Let me look, Psycho. Let me look. I saw a variation from a couple of people that I couldn't take. Because I saw a few that said oh, hold on, let's see. I see Yoda's. Does it hurt when I do this? Oh, Psycho, you did. My apologies. I did miss it. All right, so I will give that one over to Psycho. Yep, yours was in there first, Psycho. My bad. Like I said, I try to catch them all. I really do. It just sometimes they would chat will fly by, and I will miss them. All right, so the one that is left, again, I will tell you right now, is in an instruction. It's something that is said by a doctor or nurse during an examination. If my doctor says it's hard sometimes, I'm demanding to see his diploma. And like I said, I know somebody there was one that was close. And I think only one that was close. I think I only saw one that was actually close to this. And I'm going to check and make sure I didn't miss it. Nope. Okay, it's not there. There are two keywords that I could use. Chugs, I so want to make the crack about the hamster, but I'm not going to do it. I so want to make the crack about Lethal and the hamster. Hint, hint, hint. So if somebody wants to take it and run with it, you go right ahead. So, like I said, the last one is an instruction. It is something that a doctor or a nurse might say during an examination. Nope, we've already got deep breath in there. Let's see if anybody gave one that was close that I could use. I don't see one that is close enough. Nope. In fact, the keyword is only shown up twice. Where's the other keyword? Let's see what the other keyword was. Believe it or not, bend over was actually separate from cough on the original list, and I took bend over out. Because I knew you guys would go with bend over and cough. So I actually took it out because I didn't want somebody saying, well, I said bend over and cough. And it was like, it didn't quite work. Sorry about the hangnail. You got 6 months left to live. Those hurt. I've actually had one. Hangnails are painful. Stop using so much emphasis. But I got them gray during Nerdfest, Doctor. Does that hurt? Nope, not what we're looking for. Don't break them. Nope. So I'm trying to give you guys hints along the way on this one. I had three guesses that were in the general vicinity of what we were looking for. I've had three that were in the general vicinity of what we were looking for. And I had one that was reasonably close, but gave slightly wrong directions. All right, I gotta start using this. I have one that was reasonably close. And again, remember, it's an instruction. It's the doctor telling you to do something. I wanted to put take 2 aspirin and call me in the morning, but it kind of sounded a little, it sounded a little too cliche. It did sound too cliche. So I didn't change anything out for that one. So again, we are looking for a very specific instruction, and there's one variation I will allow. You put lime in the coconut. What's that song? You put lime in. Damn it, Talia! Now you're gonna have that song in my head. All right, let me look. I'm trying to think of what other hints I can give for this. I will say it's a specialty doctor. I will say it's a specialty doctor. I won't say what specialty, but I will say it's from a specialist, or a specialist field. Get on a scale fast. Took, that's for you. I'm not going to Took's doctor. That's all I'm going to say. So again, this is a specialist, and I've only had 3 people come. Actually, I'll say 2 people come close, because one person put the same guess in twice. So again, we are looking for 10 things a doctor or nurse might say during an exam. So far, we've had follow my finger, this won't hurt a bit, roll up your sleeve, cough, this may sting a little, say ah, take a deep breath, open wide, and relax. And I'm going to give Psycho credit. I really didn't think anybody was going to get the relax one. If I had to pick one of the 10 that I did not think was going to be one that was going to come off the board that quickly, it was the relax statement. Not step behind the curtain. Not which line can, again, remember, we're looking for, this is an instruction given by a doctor. I'm surprised nobody's gone with push yet. I'm shocked nobody said push. I really thought somebody was going to throw that one out there early. We need to look at this more. I've actually had that. I've actually had, when I was a kid, they thought I had one that was cancerous. I was cleared. Cover one eye, bend over and cough. Now again, remember, this is there. Move your toes. This is and again, number 10 is an instruction given to you by a specialist. I keep saying specialist field of doctoring. Oh, this was back when I was a kid. This was back when I was like 6 or 7. Although I will say I do remember what having a local anesthetic is like. It is not a comfortable feeling when like one spot on your side feels like it's 30 degrees below zero. It's like one of the few scars I still have from my childhood. It's one of the few scars I still have from my childhood. And no, I'm not showing it on air. What did I just do with? I just put it down and I don't remember where I did it. It shows how when you're getting old, you forget where you just put things like 5 or 6 minutes ago. All right, we're going to cheat a little. There it is. I knew it was around here somewhere. So far we have had follow my finger. This won't hurt a bit. Roll up your sleeve. Cough. This might sting a little. Say ah. Ah. Take a deep breath, open wide, and relax. So again, this is something a doctor will say during an examination, and it is an instruction for during the examination. So we'll help you out a little more there. It's something the doctor will tell you to do during the examination. So I like the don't drink one, but it's not the instruction we're looking for. Besides which, if my doctor told me that, I tell him go to heck. And I'll give you one other clue that I can think of right off the top of my head. There's one answer already on the board from this same field. There's already one answer on the board from the same field. And only one from this field. And like I said, I've had 3 people. I think only 3 people have been close that I can remember seeing. Set your finger to bind as fast as you can. Are we tangoing, Yoda? Close your left eye. Close your right eye. Do the hokey pokey. Open your mouth. Now that would be open wide. Open your mouth and open wide, I think, would be one and the same, Took. Oh, I like the stick your tongue out one, because that would not have been up there. It is not the same as open wide. I like that one. I really like that one. I was thinking the same thing you were, Dr. J. You're the phone home. Now, no, that's a sobriety test. All right, so number 10, it's mostly associated with a specialist. They have, that same specialist has one other item already on the list. I'm trying to think of how to give you guys a hint without... All right, I've seen a couple of people that are in the right field. I've seen a couple of people in the right field of testing. Look at the tip of my nose, and then you go bite it off. I know you've fallen. It's like, get that nose close. Arr. All right, so we are looking for one phrase that's left. It's an instruction. I've seen a few people on the right specialist. Again, I'm not going to tell you which one just yet. And it's an instruction that has to be done during the test. All right. You guys have the specialty field right. It is definitely an eye doctor. I will give you that much. I've seen a few people that I've seen a lot of people go with the eye doctor one. It is not look up. It is not don't blink. It is not count down. And I wish I could remember the name of the contraption. Oh, I wish I could remember the name of that thing. You're close, Took. You're close. You're very close to what I'm looking for. Hey, NorCal. You missed it, dude. They thought you were a murderer today. You guys are so close. There's a specific instruction they give you when they put. I wish I could remember the name of the device now. It's the one where you put your chin in the machine. You guys have got the first part of it. You guys have the first part of it. Yeah, you missed the Cluedo game, Cal. They accused you of being a murderer one time. But only one time. Yes, to put your forehead and chin here. I can't remember what it's called. Theropter? Is it a therop? I don't know. And he tells you to do one certain thing. Took was the closest so far. Just went with the wrong direction. So, Took, you were the closest. You just went with the wrong direction that I was looking for. It does not look at the light. It does not look up. I will tell you, it is look something. It is look something. There we go. Fallen. The instructions I always got from getting on, and we'll call it a theropter because that's what I can remember. The instructions I was always given with the theropter was look straight ahead. Because it was funny because And I don't remember why he told me that, but he said something about it. The wind puff would do more damage if you looked like left, right, up, down. So his instructions were always look ahead and don't move your eyes. That's what my doctors always were. But yeah, it was like I saw look up, look at the picture, look at the dots. But yeah, when they put you on that thing and they blow the air in your eye, it was always don't look away. You just keep looking straight ahead. And like I said, for some reason, I kind of remember one of my doctors telling me it was basically it would do more damage to your eye if you did it because your cornea didn't protect it. Whereas it would protect it when it would blow the wind right in your face. All right, ladies and gentlemen. So with that, for our 10 things a doctor or nurse would say during an exam, let's see what we got. We got Psycho with 3, Yoda with 2, Thalia with 2, Raider with 1, Sea Chicken with 1, and Fallen with 1. All right, with that, Psycho, you got the most. I'm going to say I'm going to be honest with you. This might hurt. If this won't hurt a bit, is not a winning slot. Is it? This won't hurt a bit. The world's most famous Dr. Lie, a winning slot. Oh, look at that, Psycho. The lie is going to get you the small prize tonight. Just right off the bat. And with that, Psycho, we got to check your other 2 just to make everybody hate you or love you. We had Take a Deep Breath. So everybody's taking a deep breath, hoping this is not a winning slot. It is not, which means they can all relax. And they stay relaxed. All right, that leaves us with Thalia and Yoda with 2 each. And Thalia, this might sting a little, might sting a lot. Let's find out if a winning slot. Oh, that's going to sting a little bit. No vault behind the stinger. And we turn our attention to Yoda. And I don't have any good puns for these 2, Yoda, so I'm going to fake it. I'm going to say follow the finger. That way you're not looking at the board if there's nothing there. Because there is nothing there. I'm sorry, Yoda. All right, we go back to Thalia. And Thalia's saying, say ah. Is it ah, sexual? Oh, there it is, ladies and gentlemen. Thalia getting the second vault chance tonight. All right, so Thalia will be getting the vault chance. Psychotic will be getting the small prize this evening. All right, so with that, give me 1 minute, guys. Let's do the vault first. Let's do the vault first for Thalia. All right, Thalia. With that, you have to remove a number, or you have to give me either row 1, row 2, or red, white, or blue. Which row do we remove an incorrect number from? Hey, the more chances you have, the better it is. So, Thalia, would you like me to remove 1 from the blue row? All right, the incorrect number that is coming out of the blue row is the 1. All right, Thalia, we know the third number in the combination is not a 1 or a 6. So, Thalia, What 4-digit number? And then with my voice, it started to crack. Do we think is opening the vault tonight? Yoda, have yourself a good one, my dear. All right, Thal, you're going to go with 1876. I say that's a good year. Is 1876 the year that we are opening the vault tonight? Oh, it is not 1876, which means the vault is closed for a little bit longer again. And with that, Psychotic, it is your turn, my friend. And you're actually walking away with a guaranteed small prize tonight. And again, the smalls can be anything from Matchbox cars to trading cards to mini statues to a Nerf football, a barrel of monkeys. Yes, I have a barrel of monkey prize. Coffee cups. I'm trying to remember what else there is right now. Comic books. Just various odds and ends, to be honest with you. All right, Psycho, going to go with number 112. All right, give me 1 minute. Let me get to it. 60, 95. Oh, I can't count today. 90, 100, 10. And in treasure chest 112 for you, Psycho, is a PlayStation spinner. These actually came from Lazy. I forgot I even had them in the prize pile. And every so often, you'll actually see me using mine. As soon as I remember where I just put it. I actually had it out earlier tonight because I was working with it. This one's actually mine. Ta-da! Because I actually kept one for myself. That's Psycho. You will be getting a PlayStation spinner. And this actually came from Lazy Gamer. He sent me 7. Like I said, I kept one. This is the first one that's ever actually been given out. This is the first one we've ever actually given out on the show. So, Psycho, that will be going to you, my friend. Congratulations. Not as much as I wish I did, Fallen. Not as much as I wish I did. All right, give me a minute, Psycho. All right, now I know I've never said anything to you before, Psycho, so you will have to send me your mailing address, and I will put this out to you. It's a small, so it can probably go out pretty quickly. But there we go. That's how you know it's marked for yours. But yeah, Lazy would send me various odds and ends. I've got his, you can't see it, but he actually sent me like a disco ball. It's like hanging right up here at the top that you can't see. I could probably drop, well, can't drop it down or I'd crack my skull on it. He sent me some chairs and tables to go with the wrestling figures. I'm trying to remember what else he had sent me. There was something else he had sent me that I kept for myself. And I'm trying to think of what it was. I'm trying to remember what it was. But it was actually pretty cool because it was the bone pin. He had sent me a bone pin. He sent me it was a pin that basically looked like a spinal vertebrae. Problem was it kind of like died like 2 days after I actually started using it. So it was kind of like, I didn't really want to tell him, so I just kind of like kept it off to the side where he could see it. But I think that one I actually threw out because at some point I had to clean up around here. So it was one of those things I couldn't keep because it wasn't doing me any good around here. All right, ladies and gentlemen, with that. But yeah, I haven't played in forever. Followed. I know Show plays. Show told me he plays, so you may want to get with him as well. I used to be. What was my ranking? 10, like just over 1,000, I think. I think it was just over 1,000 at one point. Because when my dad was in the Navy, I got to play with 2 grandmasters. They actually had 2 grandmasters on the CV base. And this was back when I was like 7 or 8. And I would play with them all the time. Well, I appreciate it, Thalia. Like I said, for those of you that don't know, like I said, I don't think I'm going to be on next weekend. Because I have planned. Like I said, I've got to check my timing schedule, make sure I have the date right. So I may not be on next Saturday because I signed up to go to a local Twitch user group meeting, and I'm thinking it's next weekend. Like I said, I've got the email, and I will let you guys know on Instagram whether or not I'm going to be here next weekend. All right, ladies and gentlemen, with that, we are going to do the grand finale of the evening, and it is basically our open game. This will be open to everybody on the channel. Now, I'm going to warn you, this game goes by very, very, very quickly. And about my only request is that as Jinxie got the one large prize tonight, basically Jinxie's about the only one I'm asking to sit this one out. Because I like to give out to more than one people per night when possible. Now, if you guys want a small, you're still eligible. All right. Hello, Nerdy. How are we doing, my friend? What is good? So, yeah, like I said, next Saturday. Let me look. I may have it in my smaller emails. But, yeah, I used to love playing chess, Followed. It was one of the few things I actually did when I was in college. Was I actually signed up for the chess club? Do I have this in my emails? Let me look. Yes, I do have it in my emails. February. So yeah, next Saturday I will not be on. Next Saturday I will not be on. I may try to do an Instagram live stream from the Twitch meetup to see. But I'm aiming to try to network out a little on the Twitch. And if you guys are some of my regular circle of people that I follow who stream on Twitch, I'm going to try to plug you as much as I can. So yeah, next Saturday I will not be here. I may do a Sunday stream just to make up for it. We'll see. But ladies and gentlemen, again, this is usually a pretty quick game. For what it is. Yeah, you missed the Cluedo, Nerdy. You were one of the murder suspects. Because believe it or not, when I had my PlayStation 3, I actually bought the Chessmaster game. But it was like, by the time I bought it, nobody actually used it. So it was like there was never nobody on the network to play. Now, do you play nuclear chess, Fallen? If you've ever played nuclear chess, that's scary. I didn't even know there was a version of nuclear chess. All right, ladies and gentlemen. The rules of Scrabble are pretty simple. There are going to be 10 words on the board. And basically what we're going to do is we're going to have one player pick the first word. And we're going to show you a cryptic clue to that word, along with all the block letters covered up. About every 15 seconds, a block will fall off, and it will repeat till all the letters are revealed. The trick is, if you put your guess in, spelling counts on this one. So if you got an autocorrector that doesn't like goofy words, you got to pay attention. Okay? And you will score points based on the timer on the bottom of the individual word screens. So, for instance, this is the crossword puzzle you are looking at. Every word starts as a 100-point word. Even the short words start as 100-point words. The timer basically drops letters and time and points randomly or semi-randomly. And we will show, it will make a little more sense when we do the first word. Jinxie or Lethal, if either of you are here, please speak up. Let me know, because I'm going to let you choose the first clue on the board. If Jinxie was here, I was going to let Jinxie choose, because she had won the first game. But yeah, like I said, that's one reason I started collecting the DC Marvel chess pieces followed, is because I was a huge chess fanatic as a kid. And when you can combine chess and superheroes, I'm a happy person. Oh, Jekyll, that reminds me, if you are still here, I got something I got to message you about later. Because I thought about something you had said when we had talked about Orlando. All right, I don't think Jinxie or Lethal are still here. So with that, I'm going to let whoever picks the next clue from right here choose one of the 10 words on the board. So again, we got 1 across, 2 down, 3 across, 3 down, 4 down, 5 down, 6 across, 7 across, 8 across, and 9 across. So whoever gives me the first clue choice they want to see, that's what we'll go with. Damn right. Like I said, I actually have my checklist. All right, Dr. Jekyll gave us 1 across, so that's the clue we're going to start with, which is the 7-letter word at the top. So, ladies and gentlemen, your first clue for this game. This might be a peyote user. This might be a peyote user. And again, the timer drops randomly. The blocks drop randomly. I don't control them. We are looking for a 7-letter word. This might be a peyote user. I just got to tell you, it came across on my computer. Nope, not Indian psychopath or psychopath. Psycho. Like I said, psychotic's just too long for me to see, so I'm just going with psycho. Nope, not hippies. It's down to an 80-point word at the moment. Oh, 70 already. Wow, this one must have all the letters dropping like late. This one might have all the letters dropping late. This might be a peyote user. not rehabber. Because I might get accused of stealing an idea for it. But it's something I was thinking about yesterday. We are down to 60 on this one. This might be a peyote user. Nope, not shaman. Not a swami. This is where I really miss my background music. And like I said, I don't know why my background music software is not working tonight. So this is one of those few times where it's just me talking and no background music to keep things going. And the funny thing is, it'd be one of those few times where YouTube, when it gets copied over, can't yell at me about copyrights. This might be a peyote user. Nope, not Muhammad. Jekyll getting it. It is a dreamer. And there we go. Is a dreamer. So Jekyll on the board with 50. And Jekyll, you get to choose the next clue to come off the board. And again, this is one of those where all the clues are cryptic or hint, or I tried to go back to what I originally did with this, was to use like cryptic hints, cryptic clues, cryptic puzzles to put these together. It might have been the final reason for the Neanderthals' divorce. It might have been the final reason for the Neanderthals' divorce. Oh, it already dropped 10 points just that quickly. Damn. And if you guys looked at the and if you watch the grid, you guys will know that there's a certain letter you already should know. There's already a letter that was taken on a cross. It might have been the final reason for the Neanderthals' divorce. There's another word I probably should have used other than Neanderthal. Oh, Jekyll firing it off. It is extinct. The Neanderthals divorced because the extinct. All right, Jekyll totally controlling the board at the moment. So like I said, I want to get back to this game being goofier clues and stuff. That was my plan. All right, 7 across, which is right here, I believe, is the 7-letter word. When Swedish car owners wash their vehicles. When Swedish car owners wash their vehicles. Yeah, when I first started this one, I started this off as a goofy game. So it was like all my clues and all my words were puns and bad jokes. And I want to get this back to that. This is one of the few games where I'm going back to what I originally planned. I had updated it so many times down the road where I started using normal definitions, normal clues. And it's like, it's not fun to run this game. And today I just decided, this was what I was working on while we were playing Friday the 13th today. When Swedish car owners wash their vehicles, this was, like I said, this is the one I was working on while we were playing Friday the 13th. It's like every so often it was like Jason could have like come up to me and like whacked me and I wouldn't have noticed because I actually had this up on my screen and I'm like, can I fit this word in? Can I fit this word in? When Swedish car owners wash their vehicles. So we are at 80 points at the moment. Nope, not eyewash, not fogwash. Not pre-wash. So like I said, this is one of those games I expect to get groans and complaints. Well, I won't say complaints. I expect to get a lot of groans when this game is going. When Swedish car owners wash their vehicles. Nope, not snow ash. Not sea wash, not spinach. Sweet wash. Nope, not the sweet wash. Not slavish. When Swedish car owners wash their vehicles. Jekyll, getting it again. It is the Sabbath. The Sabbath. Took so close. So close. It was the Sabbath or the Sabbath. All right, Jekyll, whenever you are ready, you get to choose the next number off the board. Told you, I expect to hear a lot of groans like that. All right, 3 down. It can turn over your perspective of the world. It can turn over your perspective of the world. There we go. Thank you, Sea Chicken. That's what I was waiting to see. It can turn over your perspective of the world. I'm going to admit that's my favorite clue. The Sabbath one was my favorite clue. It can turn over your perspective of the world. Yeah, shrooms could do that. And I wish I had all my old Scrabble games, because you guys would see some really bad groaning puns. I mean, some really bad ones. I'm almost thinking I used this word before in one of my old ones, but I wish I remember what the old pun clue was. You can turn over your perspective of the world. I try, Talia. I try. On occasion. You can turn over your perspective of the world. Oh, this one must have some letter drops in some weird spots. Nope, not super steady. Super skunk. You can turn over your perspective of the world. Oh, I thought somebody would have had it once those first set of letters dropped. But sometimes I get surprised. Like I said, if you told me relax was coming off that doctor's list, I would have said no way. Luffy getting it. It is the somersault. Luffy getting it. It is a somersault. 40 points for Luffy on that one. Oh, I screwed up. I shouldn't have given it to you. I should not have given it to you, Luffy, but I'm gonna say it was my mistake. I'm gonna say that was my mistake. Again, spelling counts. I just misread what you had put up there. All right, Luffy. With that, you get to choose the next clue off the board. So we got 3 across, 4 down, 5 down, 6 across, 8 across, and 9 across. So, Luffy, which one would you like? All right, 9 across it is. The very bottom clue. The dancing insect. The dancing insect. I'm going to say this was a weak one. I'm going to admit, I think this was a weak one. I was struggling to come up with a good, bad clue for this one. The dancing insect. Oh, Jekyll taking it real quick. It is the jitterbug. It was indeed the jitterbug. Like I said, that one was kind of weak. I'm going to admit that one was kind of weak. All right, Jekyll, where do we go next, my friend? 3 across it is. It's old school money. It's old school money. I kind of like this clue. I had one that I thought might have been better. But we'll see. We'll see. I'm not going to say what it is until the word is solved. It's old school money. Nope, not widowmite, not schooling. Not rehumming. And this is one of those where I probably would have used a certain streamer's name in the clue. I'll even tell you what it is after it's resolved. Talia getting it. It was the shilling. You actually spelled it right, Talia. Originally, when I had written that clue, I was going to put Dr. Jekyll's least favorite picture was my original plan. Or Dr. Jekyll's least favorite picture for a change. And for whatever reason, I didn't go with it. But yeah, it's actually shilling is a alternative spelling for shilling without the C. All right, Talia, whenever you are ready, you get to do the next choice. But yeah, that was the one clue. I was like, I sat there and I looked at it and I'm like, I really didn't want to put any streamer names in it on this one because I had the Cluedo game lined up. And it was kind of like, all right, I'll take the secondary clue I wasn't as happy with. He traveled with many trunks. He traveled with many trunks. But yeah, looking back at it, it's like I would have been happier if I had put Dr. J's least favorite picture for change. I always think of Leprechaun. I'm telling you, I refuse to watch Hellraiser 5. That's all I'm going to say. The Leprechaun Hellraiser thing, no. I think that's the right one, right? Somebody remind me. He traveled with many trunks. Nope, not Humpty Dumpty. Ah, Thalia, nailing it early. Hannibal, famous for marching his army with his elephants. Famed for traveling with his elephant army. All right, Thalia, whenever you are ready, you get to make the next choice. This is one of those I would like to do more words to because it goes so quick. But 9 across is already off. Jitterbug is done, Thalia. For whatever reason, it just didn't erase the 9 across. After the third one is kind of meh on those. Oh, like I said, the Sabbath was my favorite clue to put together. I will even say that. Never mind. I'm thinking third Clue, not third Hellraiser. No, actually, I'm gonna say from what I saw of the remake one, is actually not that bad. That one is actually, in my opinion, not that bad. Not great, but it's one of those where it was okay. Yeah, I know. It kind of clicked because it just so happened 3 and 3. Hugh Hefner's clothing line. But yeah, I can't remember where I saw it. But I actually saw part of the new one. I want to say it was on YouTube. I'm not 100% sure. And it's like, it wasn't that bad. Love Stains. No, it is not. Oh, Dahlia getting even. It is loungewear. And we have a 2-horse race, ladies and gentlemen. We have a 2-horse race. Right now, Dr. Jekyll with 250, Talia with 210, Luffy with 40. Yeah, Judgment. Judgment was okay.
Birthday suit would have worked with that clue as well.
That's too many words. But yeah, as Judgment, I kind of actually enjoyed the bits and pieces I saw.
No small prize.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that. A colorful way of expressing yourself when you stub your toe. A colorful way of expressing yourself when you stub your toe. This is my second favorite clue. No, wait. I'll take that back because we still got the one clue left I love. Ow! Colorful way of expressing yourself when you stub your toe.
Oh, gee.
You know what it is, don't you?
Oh.
Oh, Jekyll taking it. It is yell ow or yellow. The yell ow or yellow. All right, we got one puzzle left. And even though the score is locked in, I'm going to do it anyway. Because I'm going to say this one is going to be tough. I'm going to say this is my second favorite next to Sabbath. The lady who threw her phone bill in the fireplace. What? You don't know this one. The lady who threw her phone bill in the fireplace. This is, like I said, this is my second favorite clue. Hey, Dominic, how are we doing, my friend? What is good? Welcome to List Wits, the one and only live interactive game show, live from Twitch, live from Playroom. And like I said, money was right. Somehow we showed up on the tiles with only 11 people. We only showed up on the tiles with 11 viewers tonight. The lady who threw her phone bill in the fireplace. Ah, okay, VT. Like I said, it's one of those where it's like I don't remember everybody's burn it up. Nope, Took, not that. It is not a burner phone. The lady who threw her phone bill in the fireplace. But yeah, like I said, this is one of those where I have more fun with it being an open game but there are so few words. It's basically a couple of words run, and you're pretty much locked in as like one of the finals, either a winner or a guaranteed winner. Normally, if Mark is here, Mark pretty much runs through this. Thalia, nicely done. It was Bernadette. The lady who threw her phone bill in the fireplace was Bernadette. There we go. There's another groaner.
So,
Oh, sure. I almost forgot. Bubbles actually picked up another small prize for you guys. And I totally forgot about this. She actually picked up the Uno Nightmare Before Christmas set. And this will be getting added to the small pile after tonight's show. I just totally forgot about it.
what about the other?
That's mine. That one I'm keeping for me.
You want to show off?
No,
Okay.
I'll do it on Instagram later. Did you smack Listy for the prank call, Bubbles?
Oh.
No, I stayed away from her for a while after the prank call. I stayed away from her after the prank call for a while.
Pretty much I didn't see him for 3 days.
No, day. But ladies and gentlemen, the winner of our, and like I said, this is a very short game. It only usually runs about 30 minutes at most. Of our Scrabble game tonight is the one and only master of the effective heads meets, Dr. Jekyll. He took it by 40 points. The final score was Jekyll 320, Thalia 280, and Luffy at 40. So congratulations to one Mr. Dr. Jekyll. And with that, Dr. J now officially gets
A wedgie.
a wedgie. No, I'm not even going to go there. I'm not even going to go there.
A swirly.
So with that, Dr. J. All right, cool, Psycho. I will look at it as soon as the show's over. We need a number from you, Dr. J, between 1 and 166. And I think one of them's gone. Or actually, 2 of them's gone. Because I know the Nolan Ryan piece is not there. And one other one had gotten chosen. I don't remember which one. And I did not reload the treasure chest because it's a pain in the butt to do. No, I'm serious. It's like it's weird. It's like something this simple takes like 4 minutes to load this slideshow.
Yeah.
Which makes no sense to me. But that's what it does. Sonic Wedgie. Now, that's one of those words, if I could figure out how to get it into a Scrabble game and keep it clean, I would do it.
What, Sonic?
No, penetrated.
Oh.
The problem is, I don't think that's in my goofy definitions dictionary. Reward the murderer. There you go. That's because if I don't, he's going to come after me next. In treasure chest number 33 for the one, the only murderous Dr. Jekyll, we have the collage puzzle.
Oh.
All right, so this is a choice. This is actually from Bubbles.
Oh, yay.
All right, Dr. Jekyll, would you like the Star Wars collage puzzle?
And one of them has pops in it, doesn't it?
Or would you like the one with the mystery bobblehead in it, which is the Marvel puzzle? Yeah, these were ones Bubbles bought at some point when she was out just having fun shopping at Target. I know these were from Target.
I thought they were from Walgreens.
These are ones you picked up from Target.
Oh, okay.
So, Dr. Jekyll, the choice, my friend, is yours. I'm trying to figure out what... It doesn't say there's a poster in it, but I don't think there is. All right, the Marvel it is. And that will be going to Dr. Jekyll, like I said, probably this week. This will be one that will be going out this week.
Or we could hand deliver it.
No, that would be like months away.
Yeah.
I don't need to keep things in my post office box for months. I may have took. I was kind of. I got one notification. Well, you'd be surprised, Talia. In terms of things that I like giving away, Target is a good place to go. Target is a good place to go to pick up those little odds and ends that you think nobody really thinks about until they're like theirs for nothing. One of my favorite early pickups was they were pure glass tumblers, and I want to say they were Star Wars tumblers. And these things were thick and heavy, and it was wow. But yeah, I had more fun hitting my flea markets more so than Target. But when Target is there and they have something you can't pass on, you don't pass on it. All right, ladies and gentlemen, with that, it is 10:30, so we're going to wrap things up a little bit early tonight. We got through a couple of quick games tonight, surprisingly. I'm going to try, and like I said, my goal is to try to get the others to be as short or shortened down to that, so we don't have any of those 3-hour or 4-hour single games.
Oh, penetrate, 5-hour negotiation. 5-sided negotiation.
Oh, that would work, but I'm not going to use it now because now everybody heard you say it. So with that, I want to thank you guys for joining us tonight. Again, we are typically here every Wednesday, every Saturday. Wednesday night, we will be back. We will be on YouTube, at least for a little bit longer before I start pushing everything over to Twitch and Playroom. Again, next Saturday, I will not be on because I am going out. I'm going to the Twitch St. Louis meeting.
Oh, okay.
And it runs from 6 o'clock till 1 in the morning. Don't know if I'll be there for all 6-7 hours, but so again, I will not be on next Saturday. I will, like I said, I'll probably do a makeup stream Sunday, maybe. I'm going to try to avoid stepping on Jekyll or Mayor Furburger's toes and the Norvilles, if they're still doing their Sunday night stream, I'm not sure, and Harley and Mr. J. So I got to kind of squeeze it in. So Sunday may be a short stream.
Or an early
stream. I don't know. So with that, ladies and gentlemen, I want to thank you guys for joining us. I hope you guys had a great time. Am I going to wear makeup next Saturday? I may have to, because like I said, from what I gather, these Twitch things are a little bit alcohol included.
Well, you won't, I guess, since I'm not going, you won't be my designated drinker.
Nope. I'll probably do the train and the Uber thing or something. I don't know.
Okay.
If I do any drinking.
And then I'll have to pick you up.
But like I said, folks, we will be back Wednesday night on YouTube. Again, tomorrow, Mayor Furburger. I think the Norvilles is going to be streaming tomorrow night. Homebodies usually stream tomorrow night. Who am I forgetting? Nerdy on Mondays, Wednesdays, Fridays. Dr. Jekyll Thursdays. Moneymaker on Tuesdays. There are so many great streamers. Please make sure you guys check them out. A lot of them are making the move over to Twitch. It's just going to take a little time to get everybody to follow them like they should. Like I said, and I'm going to plug every one of them every chance I get. Took, if you did that, dude, I honestly, Jekyll took the words right out of my mouth. Dude, that means a lot to me. I don't ask for any donations, but I honestly, I don't know what to say.
Thank you for the bottle.
Thank you a million. Wow. Yeah, like I said, I saw it and I'm like, all right, I got to be imagining things. And I look back and it's like, it's right there. I'm honored. I really am. Because, like I said, I don't do this for the money. I don't do this for that. I do this so you guys can have fun, so we can get back to you guys for watching a stream. I know Jekyll does the same thing. I know Nerdy does the same thing. Money does the same thing. NorCal, so on and so forth. And there are a ton of people that I wish I could plug off the top of my head, and I will forget them constantly.
Harley and Mr. J.
Harley and Mr. J, Norivs, and so on and so forth.
Eight Freaks.
That's Norivs.
Oh, okay.
Wow, dude. Like I said, I don't know what to say for that. But with that, like I said, we will be back Wednesday. Saturday, we will not be here. Sunday, we'll either try early or we'll try late or we will try something. Thursday night will be after dark, and those are definitely getting moved over to Twitch. Those are definitely getting moved over to Twitch at some point. Probably those may be actually moving this week. Those may actually be getting moved over this week. Yeah, there we go. Get ready for some stash rides. It's like Dr. Jekyll will give you some. I'll have to give you some Whisker Biscuits and so on and so forth.
Jeez.
But ladies and gentlemen, with that, we're going to wrap things up. I ran a little long on the closing just because that kind of jaw dropped me. And with that, we will definitely see you guys Wednesday night. Until then, please check out all the other great streamers. And we are one community. We are one family. And we are a team. So with that, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to say good night.
Bye-bye.
There you go from Bubbles. And we will see you guys Wednesday. Sweet dreams with peyote.
Are made of these. Who am I to disbelieve?
You're watching Wits. If you're playing the right way, just make sure that you tune in to Wits. You're watching Wits. If you're playing the right way, just make sure that you tune in to Wits. Just make sure that you tune in to List Wits.